Let's try this one. Hey, there we go. Hello, everybody. Tori here from Overlook Horizon. It's been a little bit of a stressful morning here. We're working on getting up and running. That this is Eclipse Day. Eclipse has finally arrived. Let's see if you can. I'm going to take a moment, like I'm an amateur and I've never done this before. Just make sure that give me a go, no go in chat if you're actually hearing me this morning. To give you a little bit of a background story on what has transpired today. So we've spent the entire week, not to mention the 5 years previously, streaming and doing all our stuff, and everything was all set up and ready to go. And this morning, the streaming computer has decided that it is no longer going to function. You're getting right ear only, Tori. Oh, interesting. I don't know how to fix that. Oh, I think I do know how to fix that. I'll work on that. But we're getting pretty close here. The entire morning, the streaming computer died. My NVMe's hard drive has gone completely corrupted. But the good news is I can save everything. I can get all the files and all that kind of stuff. But the bad news is that I don't have enough time to try to recover that this morning for y'all. So we've spent the last maybe 4 hours trying to rebuild everything I've done in the last week and over the last 5 years to get everything ready. And so we're going to have a nice lean broadcast. It looks kind of similar to what we normally have. But yeah, we're definitely got some issues that we're going to try to work through this morning. So let's see. Let me see if I can fix. Can we do this real quick and fix our audio issue? I don't know if I can do that on the fly. We will try. What do I need? We'll try to do that. Oh, you know what I could do? Maybe this. I'm using a wireless mic today because of all the issues that we've had. The live stream normal microphone, which is right up here every day for me, that I can't get working on the backup computer that I have. So let's see. There we go. Now we should have dual channel audio, and I just have to wear 2 microphones now. Seems silly, but we're going to work through it. One moment while we run a mic cable here. All right, so while I run this mic cable, let's explain what's happening today. So obviously today is Solar Eclipse Day. We're going to have an exciting day in store as we get our high altitude weather balloon ready to fly. This is Overlook Horizon 22. One moment. Come on, get on there. Well, it's not that windy. We'll just go without the windscreen. All right, this is Overlook Horizon 22, which we've nicknamed UmbraQuest. We are exactly 1 hour, T-minus 1 hour to launch. Behind me here is our launch pad. That's where we're going to be filling the balloon up. We're going to be heading this direction when we launch. We will hopefully get you some live video. I did get that kind of working here, so we'll try to get that live video running up on the screen so that you can actually see onboard video from the actual balloon itself. What we're showing here right now, this is the live tracking map. So our station is live, the box is transmitting, we're testing things out. The good news is all the streaming stuff is just having quite the day, but the payload box is actually doing pretty well. Payload box is good, tracking system's good. We have a ton of things on board today to try to make this successful. So what we're flying here is 4 different tracking systems. So there is our primary computer, there's going to be our secondary computer, and then we got a nice donation from our friend Mike down in the Ithaca region. He gave us 2 additional trackers, so that's also going to be transmitting as well. So we got 4 tracking systems on board to make sure the flight today is successfully tracked, at least all the way to the landing zone. The big problem here is actually, you can see it on the map right now, is where our landing zone is. So this is the predicted landing zone right now. It's been kind of transitioning since, so you can kind of see the trend here. If it doesn't refresh on me, you can see the trend path of where it started. It's trending to the southeast, and in that southeast region is a whole lot of state forests. So that's going to be a real problem for us. That means we're probably going to be hiking to the recovery location. Also means there's a very, very good possibility of landing in some really tall trees, which makes for a really difficult recovery. We do have a whole bunch of things in place to try to help us out with that. We've got poles, we've got tree trimmers, we've got ladders, and then the payload box itself, the real, hopefully, might be a lifesaver today, is what's called a nichrome wire cut down. It's something that I can trigger from the ground. So we have a ground station that'll transmit a communication signal to the payload. Say it's hanging up in a tree 80 feet in the air. As long as it has a relatively clear path from where it's hanging to the ground. That's the key point there. It's got to be relatively clear. From the ground, I can trigger the nichrome wire. Nichrome wire heats up, gets really super hot. It's going to melt the string between the box and the whole rest of the payload system, and then the box should free fall down to the ground. That's the theory. Well, I hope we don't have to use that, but there's a very good possibility that we may have to use that today. So let's check in with our chat here today. We'll see what everybody's doing. Seeing all the regulars here that we haven't seen yet in a long time, but I see Graham, we see Katie B, we see Foxy Paws, seeing the Time Waster. Good morning to everybody. Let's see, let's see. Give me a go, no go in chat one more time just to make sure that the audio sounds okay today. I see Laura says it's loud and clear. That's good. My headphones were only on the right side, so it would be normal. Let's see. Wild West Dan knows the pain. I know Wild West Dan does some streaming. He tried to repurpose a computer over the weekend, and it died on restarts. Let's see. Everybody's saying go. All right. So that's great news that at least we're hearing what's going on. So anyways, the plan here, we're actually coming up here on 1 minute here. We're going to start the balloon filling process. So things are going to kind of go pretty quickly. The plan would be start the balloon filling process. Once it's filled, we're going to anchor it down. We're going to get the computer systems all situated and make sure that they are transmitting and working correctly. And then the last 10 minutes gets pretty hectic. We're going to be coordinating with air traffic control. We're going to be making some radio announcements to local area air traffic, and then really trying to make sure that everything is operating. And then we let it go. The moment of truth. We let it go. And there's no undo button after that. Everything's got to work correctly. The plan, obviously you can see where we're launching and where we're landing from. Today is a solar eclipse, a total solar eclipse that's flying directly overhead for us. The partial eclipse here is starting in 20 minutes. So we'll have a partial eclipse in 20 minutes start. But the big downside is it's very, very cloudy out. So we're going to have a really hard time seeing it. I don't know if we can we get some little thin patches here and there, but it's going to be a really difficult time to try to see the sun today. I have no idea what that was. So what's going to happen for the balloon is that the balloon is going to get up over the clouds. Hopefully we get a nice clear view of it. We really originally the entire flight path was going to stay in totality, and now we're not going to be in totality for the entire flight path. So when we get to about 50 to 60,000 feet, that's when totality should happen. That will keep our payload box in totality when totality passes, but we'll only be at about 50 or 60,000 feet. And then from there, we'll be heading further downrange up to about 100,000 feet. Parachute or balloon will burst due to the low pressure and the increase and pressure from the inside, pushing the balloon out, and then it will parachute back down into this forested area. So that's our plan for today. We're at 54 minutes to launch, so time to start filling the balloon up, and you guys can chat it up and see what's going on. Let's see, we'll switch you over to this view, which is probably dark for right now, but I'll light that up so you can see what's going on, and we'll get we'll get things going. Let's see, we'll put on some ambient sound there. All right. Ready to fill a balloon?
Yeah.
Hello, how are you? Hello, everybody.
My mom told me to come here, do one thing, and then put high altitude weather balloon technician.
Yeah, all right.
So if you could have me press one button, that I'm fine.
All right, I'll see what I can do here.
All right, thank you, Tori. Also, last year my physics.
Put some gloves on. Come on over.
Last year my engineering teacher used one of your videos in her class, and I was like, "That's my cousin," but you changed your phone number, so I didn't have your. So I didn't contact you, and people didn't believe me.
Oh.
If I could get one picture with you,
Yeah, for sure.
like in suit, that'd be fun.
For sure. Let me get everything here situated, get our balloon filled, and we'll be good to go from there. All right, we're gonna need all this. We're gonna need all that. We're gonna need this. All right. Let's see, that's on here. Get these out here. Can you do me a favor and spread this out so it doesn't get tangled? You just make a big loop around here in the grass somewhere. There's all that. Just roll the whole thing out and keep it inside the caution tape. Yep, I would use probably this space over here. All right, so we're getting the balloon laid out here. It's going to be a 1,500 gram balloon. 1,500 gram balloon. That's the weight of the balloon. Shows that weight because it's a very heavy payload. So we want the extra weight to make sure that we can actually get up to a pretty decent altitude and get some pretty cool pictures. We should be getting up to 100,000 feet today. That's the goal. Get this taped on so the balloon doesn't fly away before we're ready. Luckily today is a relatively not so windy day, so hopefully that means that we don't really have to fight the balloon too much. All right, so now we need our payload line and our safety lines on here so that the balloon doesn't go anywhere. Yep, that's perfect. Thank you very much. All right. Now I'm going to need your help corralling this thing. All right, duct taped, zip tied. Pretty calm day, so shouldn't have to do too much, but head over here and just try to support it, make sure it doesn't hit the grass or anything that might have a bad outcome. Yep. All right. Gas is coming on. Oh, you know what we need? Those 2 milk jugs over there. That's our calibration weight. Can you verify that they're at 4739 grams? All together. What is it? Close enough. Close enough. Clip that right here. We need a carabiner so we can clip that one on too. Probably one in the box there. All right, wind's gonna push it that direction. So. All right, we're going wide open now with the gas. Okay. I'm gonna have to switch tanks here in a minute anyway, so we're gonna get a break. The breeze should be blowing this way today, but it's pretty light, so.
Look up! Look up!
Just one. Can you take one out for me? Thank you. Running out of gas. That's all right. We got a whole nother tank. No big holes or leaks. That'd be just my day. Let that run for a second, get as much out as we can. 46 minutes to launch here. Oh, you guys can't see anything. I need somebody, I don't know why, but every once in a while this camera turns off. Yep, here can be your button press. Every once in a while, if this camera shuts off, hit this button right here, the AF button. We'll make sure that our camera doesn't shut off for people. How's everybody hearing me? Everybody's hearing all right? The status updates and what's going on? Hopefully we're still okay. All right. Looks like our gas in this tank is running out, so we'll switch tanks. All right, this will be we're switching tanks. Probably gonna have to move towards the cameras. Yep.
That's only halfway full. They got another tank.
All right, we're reconnected. Here comes the gas again. Can you get me a glove? Thank you. Getting light. That looks like lift. All right, make sure it's not the wind. That looks like we're good.
Is that enough?
I think so. It's not coming back down. It's not settling. Okay, now the fun part. Luckily, this is good. So now we got to seal it closed. So, all right, let me get you to hold these strings up here. We're gonna need that one, and we're gonna need that one. Those are the first three that we're gonna attach. We don't need this anymore. We verified the weight. All right, keep that. I'll put that on in a second. All right. Let's see. Let's get the strings underneath your hand. Get the strings in between our two hands. These strings here.
Down?
Yep, let those down. All right. See if you can twist the balloon here for me. I got the weight. You twist it. We're gonna make sure we go through all three of these strings. Don't poke the balloon.
Don't poke the balloon.
Kelly, can you hold the bottom of this?
It's pulling a lot.
Yep, hold it down and just make sure it doesn't.
Twist and hold it down.
Yep, keep the twist. This is the strongest pull that we've had, so
How old is this balloon?
it's relatively brand new. That's good. You don't have to twist anymore.
Keep it
Yep. You
flat
keep,
on the green hose.
all right, keep hold of it. We're gonna get at least. All right, Kelly. I got the hose. You let go for a second. We gotta get this string up there. See if you can hold this. Oh, jeez, don't poke the balloon.
Sunshine. Yeah, me too. You got zip ties on those.
Yep, I'm gonna clear those in a second. I just want to get them up here. All right, Kelly, can you hold the hose again?
The hose.
Got it.
Keep your hand off it.
Okay, we're through that loop. Through that loop.
Hi, Gary. You want my finger out of there now?
No, just a second. Okay. Cut this one. Okay, now make sure we hold tight up here because we're cutting our
Got it.
hose off.
Ouch.
Let's see, can you hold these strings out of the way for me? Yep. Ooh, watch your eyes.
Safety goggles.
Look out, cut number 2.
Removing all sharp objects from the mat.
Thank you. All right, now to get the tape off.
Is there a backup balloon?
Yep.
Must be living up here.
Yep. All right, hold tight because you're going to be free and it's pulling hard. All right, let go of the tube. Tube's coming out. Okay, fold it in half.
Oh, I like the tube. That's new.
This way.
Yep, I'm going to let go. You got it?
Well, you got some sharp corners there.
Yeah.
Tape that first.
I got to wait till we're folded and then I'm going to tape it all. See if we can. Okay. You got that?
Yep.
Let's see, Kelly, can you hold these straight down just so we know that that's. Oh, those are out of the way.
Tape getting some lift.
I need the black electrical tape that's in that bag. Okay, 2 more zip ties.
more.
There's number 1. Here's number 2. All right. We're going to start up at the top. You should just be able to hold the strings now.
Yeah. Kelly, you got the strings? I'm letting go. I need to slide up or something? No. Yeah.
Wrap this up so we don't cut the balloon on the sharp edges. Out of practice on this. I feel like I was better at this before.
Yeah, but it went pretty well.
That's not too bad.
When was the last liftoff launch?
2019.
Really? Yeah.
What's our clocks doing over there? We still good?
36.
Oh, perfect.
Is that launch time?
Yep.
Or eclipse time? Launch time?
Lunchtime is noon.
Oh, seal that out. All right. Now, if you can bring that down closer to the surface, we'll pull these safety lines out. Yep, just don't touch the, you can hold the darker part of the balloon, just don't touch the lighter part. Tight enough that it stays maybe a little lower, or right where Kelly's holding it. All right, let's let it go. Let's see how she does. Is she holding all right? That looks promising. Okay, now babysit. Please.
Now you got 35 minutes to...
Yeah, now we got 35 minutes to get the electronics ready. Whew! All right, a little out of practice of that, but we've got it up and running. Balloon is full. We're in good health so far. Where's my, I don't even have my checklist. Where's my checklist? It's inside, I think. Is Liz around? All right. Probably on the counter inside. Thank you. Probably should have my checklist around. Whew. Okay. I'll just read the events list and see what we're supposed to be doing. I think one of the things is we've got to take a Phil team selfie. Let's get
13 selfie?
Yeah.
I didn't do much.
Yeah, come on in. All right, come here, Phil team. Let's get a quick selfie. No, we're all right. Everybody get by the balloon. Right over there.
Over here?
Yep. Where are you? Can't see you here. Can you see yourself? Here we go. Perfect.
Do you still have my number? Can you send that to me?
I will. I'll send it to you after. That's the one. Thank you, sir. Okay. Whew. All right. All that is up. Payload switches are good. Took the picture. The safety line is up. We verified. I think you can grab me a pen, or thank you. Sorry. All right, that's all done. The balloon's sealed. We attached it. We did that. We've anchored it. We've got till T minus 30 minutes for the next thing. So we got 3 minutes to just kind of take a breath for a second. Then we're going to be turning on all our backup systems, getting all those ready to go. see if we can launch this on time. That's the goal here. The partial eclipse has now officially started. Still don't have a great view. It's all still cloudy. Can't even really see the sun. I know y'all just saw me look up at the sun without any protection. It's cloudy. Can't see anything. Don't do that, though. Don't do that. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Okay, so anchored the balloon, did all that. All right. 32 minutes to go. Let me give you a quick preview of what we're launching here. Here's the inside of our payload box. Thing is packed full of electronics, of camera equipment. Which way we got to turn this? Batteries. Gotta go this way. There, that's the inside. This is what the outside looks like here. So on board today, oh, thank you very much. On board today, we're flying 2 action cameras that are going to be recording 5K 60 frames per second. We have 1 super cheap knockoff action camera that's going to record 1080p. That's kind of our fail-safe. That's actually what we've used most commonly, is those cheap cameras there. But we're swinging for the fences today, even though we're going to be landing in a tree. So those are our 3 action cameras, and then also on board is our live video camera. It's not currently on yet, so you don't see that, but we get it powered on. I will try to get it on the screen. I don't know how long that's going to work before. This is a mostly new system. We have used it before. It worked pretty well, but the antenna was not great. So now I'm using a circular polarized antenna because the payload kind of spins and moves around, and I'm hoping that maybe that gives us some better reception. Circular polarized antennas on both ends, payload and ground station. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so we're at 31 minutes. I'm going to start early because things are taking longer than they did back in the past. So first thing we're going to do is turn on our backup tracking system. This thing lasts forever, which is great. So we'll get that powered on. Next thing we're going to do is connect. Let's see, we got batteries in there. The 3rd and 4th tracking systems here. I think I have to click that in. Click that in. Let's see if I can remember all these steps. Where? I don't remember which thing goes where. This goes up here. That looks promising. Yep. And this thing goes in here. Clicked in. Beauty. All right. Then we're going to power it on. It's on. Okay. So we're good. We're going to try to get these things going.
What's next?
Wondering if you can... never mind. I'm good. Okay, we should probably put this below the parachute. We'll put it like... we'll put it about here. Yeah. So, we're going to pass this through there. And then loop around. And there's our other backup tracking system. So both backup tracking systems now online. Let's make sure that they are working correctly. Okay. Let's see, the backup tracking system working. April 8th, 4:14 p.m. That's right now. It's online. We got satellites, we've got temperature, pressure, humidity, all good to go. Let's make sure the primary tracking system. I know the primary tracking system, we can see it online. That has 11 satellites, 2:14 p.m. Eastern Time, 68 degrees out, 11 satellites, 983 millibars in pressure, 27% humidity, battery voltage is at 4.34 because it's on ground power. Backup trackers are online, tracking verified. So, that was pretty good. Now we're down to primary tracking systems. Primary tracking systems are going to come online at about 21 minutes prior to launch. Probably going to start that a little bit early, just to make sure that it is, it's still, it goes as quickly as I want it to. So, all right. So that's the plan. Let's see where we are in our chats. Everybody says it feels like they're connecting to AOL. So yeah, that's a good question. So that sound that you keep hearing is actually the tracking systems. That little sounds like a dial-up modem right there, dial-up modem from back in the day. That is the tracking system communicating. So I have a radio on that's listening to that signal. I have one that's decoding, or two that are decoding it, or actually three that are decoding it. But I have it audible so that as we're working here, I can make sure I'm hearing communication. So, let's see. Jas and Wiki says 2 4K action cameras. My goodness, this is going to be a treat. Get all those systems ready, plenty of time. Yeah, actually, we're going to be recording in 5K, 60 frames per second on 2 of them. I am concerned. It is a name brand action camera that has not sponsored me, but if you would like to, I'm all for it. The 5K, 60 frames per second, and it. There are 2 concerns with it. So typically my cameras go inside the box. Try to keep them kind of warm because it gets down to negative 70 degrees, both Fahrenheit and Celsius. That's about the point where Fahrenheit and Celsius cross and have the exact same value. So right around negative 67 Fahrenheit and Celsius are the same. Negative 67 Fahrenheit is negative 67 Celsius. So it gets very cold. So that's why we typically keep the cameras inside the box. However, the box is so well insulated that it almost gets too hot inside, especially the first couple thousand feet when it's still warm down here. It gets super cold up in the upper atmosphere, but it's still warm down here. So I've had those cameras, the name brand ones, overheat. So the reason we have 2, we've got one that's outside the box, one that's inside the box. Trying to see what might happen, right? The one on the outside might freeze from being too cold. The one on the inside might overheat from being too hot. So I don't know. I'm not sure what's going to happen there. And that we've got our trusty cheap knockoff camera. That one generally works pretty well. The big downside to that cheap one is it loop records, and it supports only a maximum of 32 gigs on the memory card. And it, if it fills up the space, it loops back to the beginning and starts recording over the first videos. And so we kind of hope, we want the battery to die before it starts looping over. But a lot of times the battery lasts just a little bit too long and it loops over the first like 4 or 5 video clips because it records in 5-minute increments. So, okay, so we're at 24 minutes. We're going to start getting this thing switched over to battery power here. And let's see what happens. All right, so ground power. Let's see, you guys can't see me, so this doesn't really do you any good here. Can I turn you this direction? Maybe like that, and you can see me a little bit. All right, so we'll take the ground power out. Ground power disconnected. That's going away. Battery power. Connected, all connected. Switches are off. Everything's good. Battery's going in and seated into place. Good. Okay. Ground power. Battery's coming on. We should get some annoying tones. There we go. That tells us everything's good. Now it's going to acquire a GPS lock. That's what this next beeping is. Going to acquire a GPS lock. To do that, yeah, I can't lift it up right now. I know you can't see it, but we'll get a view here in a moment. Get these things in here. We're gonna tape some cords out of the way so they're not impeding with stuff. Let that do its thing. All right. While it's doing its thing, acquiring that GPS lock. Oh, there we go. We got a new tone, higher pitched one. That means it's got a couple more satellites, but still not quite enough. Higher pitched tones means we got medium signal. And then the tones should stop. They do stop briefly when it transmits. But, oh, there we go. Tones have stopped. Means we got a good GPS signal. And we're now almost ready. Okay, so good tones. GPS is locked. We're going to insert the payload antenna. It's got to come down the bottom here. You be a launch helper here. There you go. Make sure the GPS antenna is going out the bottom. Just hold this box so it doesn't fall off the table. Okay. Payload antenna is inserted. Let's make sure we're at 421.36 is our last beacon. Let's make sure we get another beacon now that everything is connected here. And we'll be good to go. Let's see. Another transmission just went out. 1422.05. So that's good. We're still beaconing. Still beaconing and good to go. So next thing, so we have a couple of minutes and then we're going to notify the FAA. We're going to start our notification process. First thing we're doing is notifying Cleveland Center and Rochester Tower. We'll be communicating with them. We're going to do that at about 17 minutes, so we have about 3 minutes until we do our FAA notifications. Then we're going to get our cameras activated. We're going to make sure that everything's still working. Interestingly enough, we've had some cameras, particularly those cheap knockoff cameras, they're so noisy when they read it or write to the SD card that they generate radio frequency interference from the camera's SD card writing. So I can't show it to you because it's attached, but the cheap knockoff camera is actually wrapped in copper tape to create a Faraday cage to make sure that none of the radio frequency interference will interfere with the GPS. Because what happened on some of our earlier flights, and actually it happened on our last Eclipse flight in 2017. We couldn't figure out why it kept losing GPS, and it would get partway through flight, and then all of a sudden it would just be gone. And it turns out that those cheap cameras were interfering with the GPS signal, and once it lost its connection, then it would just be all over for us. So, all right, 19 minutes to launch. We're almost there.
Is that supposed to have that little hole in it by now?
Yep.
Okay.
That's so I can see the status light. So there's a tiny little hole cut out of the back of the camera in that foil tape, just so because when I turn it on, I can't really tell if it's recording or not. So a tiny little hole shows me the status light, and then I can make sure that it is actually recording. I can also do that by listening to it. It does make a sound when it starts recording. So we try to do that as well. All right, getting super stressful. You can see our landing predictions constantly updating here out in tree country. Now I am expecting, so this prediction is actually, right now it's using kind of a typical flight profile, which is 5 meters per second up, and then about 5 meters per second down. This flight, we're actually going to go up a whole lot faster, well, not a whole lot faster, but about 6.5 meters per second up to try to get higher while we're still in totality. So I expect these landing predictions to actually move to the west a little bit as we get a little bit closer. So we want to make sure we stay in totality. So, all right, 17 minutes. I'm calling the FAA. Even got a desk phone for this. Hi, good afternoon. This is Tori from Overlook Horizon in Canandaigua, launching an unmanned free balloon in 15 minutes. We're going to 105,000 feet. We'll be eastbound at launch time. All right, thank you very much. Bye. All right, that's the first one. That's all you have to tell them because they already have my flight plan on file, so they know relatively what's going on. And sometimes you get a controller that doesn't know, but usually they know. So we'll try the next one. This is Cleveland Center now. Hi, this is Tori from Overlook Horizon in Canandaigua, New York. We're launching an unmanned free balloon here in 15 minutes. All right, thank you very much. That one was even easier. He knew exactly what we were doing. So, there we go. FAA notifications are done. We've got that all set up and situated. Landing prediction software is running. Camera's coming on in 1.5 minutes. 1.5 minutes. All right, so I'm gonna give you your next job.
Okay.
When we launch, I'm gonna turn a live camera system on, which is the reception for it is that big squirrely antenna. Maybe I'll pass this off to him, but when we launch, we gotta make sure that antenna points at that. We're flying right overhead, right over our launch site. Wonder if he read the NOTAMs. I'm gonna cut those with my knife. But I might have something else for you here in a minute. All right, 15 minutes. Camera's coming on. We'll be nice and quiet. Okay, all 3 cameras are on. Let's see, all power supplies are on. Okay, action camera coming on. Start the recording. Put that in here. All right, let's see. And we're going to tape it in place with some trusty packing tape. Still recording, that's good. All right. Locked in, get all our strings out.
You check all these plugs.
All good. Yep. All our plugs are in, our cameras are going, everything's operated. So that's good on this. Let's verify the live video. Live video. Oh, there we go. Perfect. All right. Here's your job. You want a job?
It's the set button, right?
The AF button, the top.
Button. Okay.
Yep. Okay, I'll give you 2 jobs here.
All right.
Make sure this doesn't go black. Make sure this points at the box. You don't have to point it right now, but once we go in the air, and then you keep an eye on this every once in a while. Okay. Let me switch. That is the camera on the box. Yeah. All right. So I verified that it is receiving. I'll put it on the screen in a second, but because of the live streaming issues, I can't show you both of them at the same. I can't show you both this big view here and the other one at the same time. So we'll fix that in a minute. Okay, we're sealing the box. This is where these cords are going to go in. Tuck them in to get rid of some of this excess that's hanging out. Just this. Hold on, he said it went black.
You're in front of it. You were like just pressed up against
Oh, okay. Got me nervous. He said that the camera went black, but it was just because my stomach was pressed up against it. Okay. Box is getting sealed. Sealed here. Sealed here. Sealed here. Sealed there. Sealed there. Sealed there. Super scientific process of packaging tape on the box to seal it up. I can't put that there. All right, so we got one more camera to plug in. We're got a little bit of strain relief on this cord. All right, the camera's on. Ooh. We're in video mode, or photo mode. We don't want photo mode. We want video mode. Okay. Video mode. Start that camera. Tape down the cords so they're good. Okay, what are we at? 11 minutes. Cameras are on. Verify we still have signal. 1431.47 is our last transmission. Make sure 1432.06. All right, still transmitting, still got GPS, although it went down to 6 satellites. Hopefully that fixes itself here in a second. We have to make a CTAF announcement. Canandaigua traffic, Overlook 22, unmanned free balloon 5 miles south of Canandaigua Airport, launching in 10 minutes, climbing eastbound Canandaigua. I can't. That's why we got cameras on all sides. The question was, how do we make sure it actually faces where we want it to face? I cannot make sure that it faces where we want it to face. So we have cameras on every side of the box. All right, spin that box around. We've got to tape another antenna down. 9 minutes. You want to fly a drone? Hold this string out of the way. All right, just gotta tape the antenna so it doesn't flop all over the place. All right, and that antenna's secured. 9 minutes to go. Attach the harness lines. So we need
carry these?
All of these harness lines to attach. Slide you over here so you can see a bit. Should be 8 of them total. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, going around the box. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 harnesses. All right, hold that clip for me. And attach this to the payload.
Very strong.
And we're gonna wrap this here just to make sure it doesn't come undone.
Do you have to wrap all those clips?
Nope, just gonna wrap the one. Just gonna wrap that one. All right, we're attached. The payload is attached to the balloon line. I don't know where my phone went.
Right here.
Oh, you already got it? Yeah. Here, I'll help you out here. Will you take that out of the case for me?
That's the problem.
Oh, there we go.
Push and hold that power button on the drone.
Is that long enough?
Should make a sound.
Nothing yet.
Maybe you got to do it 2 times, I think.
Oh, I saw something happen.
Oh, I see.
There you go.
It's shuddering.
You know how to start it? Both to the
Yeah.
bottom left, bottom right. This is your camera control here.
Okay. Zoom or
That's tilt.
okay.
So I would just try to get up really high. Be upwind on this side.
Okay.
Balloon's gonna go that way.
This is for you in case you need a little something.
You-
Water.
Wind's blowing it that way.
Should-
You want me up on this side.
Yes, please.
Now?
Did it connect? Can't see.
I can't see.
Let's do this again. Oh, gotta turn the controller on. That's why it didn't connect. Now it should connect. Okay, you gotta wait till it gets GPS. Hit the record button, and then... Oh, gimbal stuck.
We've got enough of everything to record for the next 15 minutes.
Yep.
T-5.
Oh, big red button on the screen.
What's this here? Stay away from that.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about that. Just changes camera modes. Okay, attached it. Quadcopter's going up. Verify that's still working. That is. We're going to switch to that camera, which we did. Prepared the ground cameras for launch. Safety anchor's coming up. We got to make one more traffic announcement. Canandaigua traffic, Overlook 22, unmanned free balloon 5 miles south of Canandaigua Airport, launching in 5 minutes, climbing eastbound Canandaigua. Okay, that's been done. Now we're ready to head on out there. I need this. Make another announcement, and let's see, we'll put this here. I can't do that, it's too heavy. All right, walk the payload up. Drone, one more CTAF announcement after launch. Okay, we're ready to go. 4 minutes, we're gonna walk it up. So you're gonna hold this, I'm gonna start at the big end, and I'm gonna bring...
What's that?
Oh, good question.
Laying down. Uh-oh.
Good thing we checked that. That's the most important part.
What is that?
That is our nichrome cut-down wire
Oh.
that we're probably going to need later. That's why that was. Gotta make sure we add that to the checklist.
Yeah. You got
That's
both of
on.
them?
All right, pull that tight.
Okay.
So I'm going to tape it down so it doesn't flop everywhere.
How's that work? How's that work?
Gets command from the ground, and it lights the
Oh, it burns it?
lights the string on fire.
Yeah, okay. Good idea. I'll take it over here too.
Yeah, we're gonna tuck those back in the box. Well, actually, you can't tuck them back in the box. Box is too tight now. I'm gonna just tape it down here. Get it out of the way. That'll be fine, just so it doesn't flop around.
Yeah.
Let's do one more. 44.
Black tape to seal your cup.
A little bit of that. Watch fingers. Okay, got that?
Yep.
Okay, you're gonna walk it out to me. I can't. Yeah, looks good. Just see if you can do your best to follow the balloon. Yep. Sure, yeah, you can hit it. Okay, if for some reason this falls out of my hands, when it gets tight, just let the box go so it doesn't jerk it away. But okay, you can walk to the other side of the tarp over by the windsock.
Spring does it. Transmitter survives hanging on that string.
Got it.
Got it?
Yep. Yeah. All right. Just about ready to go. Light winds. Here we go. We'll see you later. There we go. It's gone. Canandaigua traffic, Overlook 22, 5 miles south of Canandaigua Airport. Unmanned free balloon now heading eastbound, Canandaigua. All right. So we're up, we're traveling. I'm gonna switch you to live video here now so you can see what's on board. Let's see. There you go. There's live video from the balloon right there. Live video. Working well, working well. That's fantastic. That is awesome. We're spinning. We're doing a lot of spinning, but that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Let's see. I want to get a... All right, we're up. We're flying. We're at 2,000 feet in altitude. We are transmitting. Everything is good and working like it should so far. All right, we're going to do another CTAF announcement here. Probably going to do a couple of these. Where's my script here? Make sure I'm saying the right things. Canandaigua traffic, Overlook 22, unmanned free balloon, 5 miles south of the airport, climbing eastbound. Last reported altitude 2,500 feet, Canandaigua. All right, well, we don't know how long this video is going to last, but we're going to do our best to try to keep video footage the entire time. We don't know what's going to happen. It is kind of cutting in and out, but yeah, we're not sure. It's cutting in and out. This may be kind of typical. We do have an app. It's currently being used by the drone, so once the app starts, we'll see what happens. There it is. Still flying. All right, it's up. Thank you very much.
You know what? It was hard to keep up with, but
yeah, it goes fast. What's that?
You can see it a lot more. I feel like it usually goes up faster.
Yeah, oh, I think the balloon is just bigger than usual. We got a lot of helium in it. A lot of helium. Okay, the balloon is up. Let's see. We are going to get our tracking system up and running. You gotta tap once, then tap and hold. Yeah, there you go.
What's it? It's getting interference or something?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the connection there. It's gonna come and go. We're live streaming from a balloon in the air. So there we go. We're 4,800 feet, probably 5,000 feet. We'll make another announcement. Where are we? Are we still about a mile north here now? Canandaigua traffic, Overlook 22, unmanned free balloon, 4 miles south Canandaigua Airport, climbing eastbound. Last reported altitude 5,000 feet, Canandaigua. Okay. So, let me give our video operator here another tool. All right, you want a cheat sheet? Compass, elevation. Here's exactly where the balloon is, where it says target. So we're at 24 degrees on the compass and 42 degrees on the elevation. So that's I would put this.
Like on the ground?
Yeah, actually, I was gonna say right up here. Put it underneath the antenna. Right here, and then you can this has to stay up like this because this will measure this will swing to measure your elevation. So you can set this. I'll go for a sec. Just set it right here, and then you can see. Try to hold that and see where, if you're at 42 degrees and 25 on the compass. All right, we're gonna do our best to try to keep this video going as it gets out of sight. It definitely gets much harder to track the video as definitely gets much harder to keep the video going as it gets out of sight because we have to point the antenna right at the video or right at the payload, but we can't see it anymore. It's gone. So we're at 7,500 feet.
Do you know the altitude of the cloud cover?
I don't, let's see, I might be able to tell you cloud cover. Let's see, so the balloon's at 7,500.
You still see it.
The clouds, broken clouds are at 12,800.
Okay.
So, we're now at 20 26 on the compass, 40 on the elevation. All right, let's see. We'll take a look. Tough to see this video here. Just for a brief moment, we'll switch over to the map just so you can see what's happening here. So here's our map. We're getting live predictions are happening. Let's just click on this and make sure 1418 was our last. Oh, that is not updating recently. So that's okay. That's a ground system. So not a big deal. I just may need to restart the ground system. All right, so I don't have to announce traffic anymore because we're getting up towards 10,000 feet. Let's check on our ground system, make sure that those landing predictions are still happening when they should.
Oh, I see it. There it is. Yep. It disappeared. It must have been in a cloud that popped back out. There was a cloud right next to it. Now it's gone back in the cloud. I see it.
We'll make one more call. Canandaigua traffic, Overlook 22, unmanned free balloon over the north end of Canandaigua Lake, 10,000 feet, climbing eastbound. Last call, Canandaigua.
Are you above the clouds there at 10,000?
Negative, not quite above the clouds yet, but we're getting there.
Copy. I was just wondering if it was worth trying to climb over this stuff. Thanks for the update.
I see it. It is teeny.
All right. So this does say let's see, let's refresh. We'll switch you back to that while we refresh our tracking map. I'm not getting prediction updates. That's okay. We got another system. I'm not sure why the ground system isn't giving us prediction updates, but
I thought they were messing with me. Yeah.
all right, let's see. Let's see what we got here for tracking data. There we go. We've got all of our, getting tough to see on the live camera, but here we go. Here's our balloons. We've got a whole bunch of them here. Up in the air and flying. So that's great news. Predictions are happening live. Still all predicting to land in the same forested area here. So that's it for the check. Let's just close out a couple of these checklist items. We did that. So all that's done. We did all that. We did all that. We did that. Good there. We're done. We're at the end of the checklist. That's it. Get rid of it. All right. You want to see the checklist? There you go. You can see the checklist. We're done with that. All right. I do have... Oh, I think I know. I think I know why our landing predictions stopped. I was supposed to restart the prediction system when I switched to battery power, because it looks to make sure that the things are, that the packets are coming in the correct order. So let's see. We should get. Let's check our live video. See if we got. Oh, we see some clouds. Some clouds in the live video. There we go. We're getting some automatic tweeting going on. We're still getting video footage, which is still pretty cool, because we're at let's see. We are in the clouds now. There we go. Now our live predictions are updating.
Oh, it's over the lake.
Yep, we're on the east side of the lake. We're east, or right over FLCC, in the clouds. I don't know. I don't know when you lost visual. What are we at? Right now we're at 15,000 feet.
It's black.
Yep, let me see if I can give you a better direction here. So,
What degree?
we are now 50 degrees on the compass, 35 degrees on the elevation.
35 degrees elevation.
Yep, so 50 degrees should be about here.
Hold on a second.
And here, this will also help with it.
50
Right about there,
degrees,
that's our elevation. 50
degrees.
degrees should be right that direction.
That direction.
So it's kind of at the house.
Oh, yeah, it's back. Oh, we're above the clouds.
Oh, look at that, above the clouds. Oh,
Shit, we got like one frame.
oh, don't say that. We're live on the air.
Oh. Damn.
No,
Gosh
try again.
darn it.
Yeah. We're above the clouds. That's kind of cool. We can actually see.
Oh, wait. We got it for a little bit.
No, we're seeing cloud tops.
35 degrees. And then 50.
Yeah, it might have to. The house is kind of in the way a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Should I move this? Can I move this?
Nah, just leave it right there. It shouldn't last too long.
Okay.
Let's see. Let me also. I can calibrate my compass. We'll make sure that this is correct. So actually, oh yeah, it was correct. 50 degrees is right there, and the elevation 30. Fine. Here, we'll just set this right here. So we're at 38 degrees. Got to come down just to.
We were at
Hold
35,
on.
so I have to go up.
Let me get the most recent. See if we can get a recent beacon, because I've only got 14,000 on the beacon here.
Did Liz make those?
All right, so these are all out of range here now. Oh, look at that, cloud tops. How about that? That's cool. Coming and going. Very tough to see live. Don't forget, so the live video is kind of an experimental thing. As it gets out of range, you know, we may or may not see the live video. You know, don't forget, we're trying to stream. This is 720p video. You can see the data rate up at the top. We're at 1.3 megabits per second that we're trying to stream down to the ground from, what are we at, 20,000 feet here right now. So we're live streaming. This is live video from 20,000 feet in the air at, you know, I mean, you can see the data rate drop. I mean, we need a little over 1 megabit per second to get some accurate, you know, something somewhat accurate, or decent looking, not accurate, but, you know, uncorrupted video. Also, keep in mind the payload is spinning, right? You can kind of see a little bit of that spinning action. It will kind of calm down a little bit. Oh, look at that, right, here we go. So the predictions now have jumped way to the west. Not quite enough, but they have jumped to the west. You can see the big jump to the west there. So now that it's actually flying, the prediction software is using actual measurements to determine where we might land. We got a couple different prediction systems, some of them a little more conservative than others. Oh, and there's another balloon out here. Somebody else coming inbound. Actually, there's another person that's going to land near us. Maybe we'll go try to find their balloon. 21,000 feet in altitude. That's let's see. All right, so I would like to just take a break for a half a second so that I can collect my thoughts. Actually, before I do that, let me give some love to the people that are watching here. We'll say hello. You find theirs, they find yours. Fair trade. Except they would have to drive a little bit further to find ours. Hope the camera's recording. Yeah, I sure hope it's recording as well. Not really sure. There's nothing I can do if it's not now, but yeah, hopefully at least one of the 3 cameras on board are recording. So again, remember the live video, just experimental. Really all I use it for is this right here, like just to show you guys what's happening, so you can kind of get an idea of what it looks like. I did not expect this to last forever. The fact that we're losing it already is not surprising. But yeah, we are up above the clouds, so that's kind of nice. Norway says hello. Hello to Norway. People seeing blue skies. Thank you to the moderators that are converting my feet measurements to metric for me. How long do you usually stay around the launch site before you start driving? So normally we would start driving now, but because there's an eclipse going on, we're going to hang out and wait here until the eclipse happens, because we're about 18 minutes away from totality now. 18 minutes. 18 minutes to totality.
I thought we were like another 40 minutes.
Nope.
So what are we at, like, are we halfway covered now? Where, if we could see?
If we could see it, we're probably like 3/4 of the way covered.
Oh, really?
Yep.
It feels darker.
It does feel a little bit darker.
It's cooler.
Yeah. Temperatures getting lower.
When it hits totality, you know how it's like kind of like orange or pink at dawn and dusk? You can see that.
So unfortunately, we can't really see what's going on. Let's see. We're going to switch these cameras around a little bit.
Oh, you still can't see it.
Still too much clouds. Mom's gotta be.
Let's see. All right, you guys can kind of hang around for a minute, and I will put. We lost our live video here, so put the map up for a moment. We're waiting for totality. I'll try to get the map back in just a second, but I gotta run to somewhere else. I was actually trying to get. Oh, there we go. We can see it. Let's get the camera going. The sun's coming out.
No! Yes, you are. You can already see it. No point. No.
Nick. All right, we're gonna try to get. Let's see if we can switch our cameras around here. I'm going to try to get you guys a view of the sun if we can get it. All right, let's see. I don't know if we'll actually be able to see anything. I'm going to give you...
Is the clock counting down to totality or counting like T plus?
that's actually like... That's not accurate anymore, so you can ignore the clock now. Let's see if we can get you back on this camera. So it's black at the moment. That's intentional because I have a solar filter over it. So I'm going to try to get you a view of the sun.
Oh wait, shoot, I left it. You think I can get like this back in?
Let's see what we can get here. I disconnected that video for right now, so you're all right. You don't have to worry about that.
I'll just leave it on the table.
I don't know. Have some glasses. Have some glasses, please. Yeah, we're not getting any visual here, so.
Your mom brought those. I would check first.
Gotcha. Thank you. Thank you.
So much.
Okay.
There's some like this if you want something like that in that box over there.
I'm good with just your classics. I can't see anything. So yeah, we got nothing, no view of the sun there, so I will we're gonna keep trying to get a view. I can't show you both the live video and my sun camera at the same time, but we're getting there. Where's my phone? We'll get a totality countdown here. We'll adjust our clock so that the people here can see when totality is going to happen.
Definitely got 13 minutes.
Yeah, the Rochester called him early Saturday. Said you mind if I
It's a little delayed, isn't it?
Let's see.
13 minutes? I have 307.
I told you I needed a charger.
Yep, it's local time.
You better eat pictures, I can't.
How do I see? I thought this would give me a countdown here. It is getting pretty chilly. All right, that's not working, so. Well, we're about 12 minutes from totality.
I can't get over how much colder it is.
12 minutes to totality. It's pretty cold. It definitely, temperature definitely dropped here. Let's see if we can get a
What's that?
get a countdown going here.
That's the one thing I don't have is a flare. I can give you some post-it. Yeah, right.
That's not right. It says there's 3 hours to the eclipse. No, that's not quite right. Trying to find a eclipse countdown that we can. Well, that one works.
lighter streaks.
Clouds up here. Oh yeah, we got some like striations going on in the clouds. That's pretty cool. Maybe I will. Oh, maybe I'll take the filter off and we'll see if I can show you what's happening. I'll do that, and then 10 minutes. 10 minutes to totality. Ten minutes to totality here. So we'll go handheld for a moment. We can kind of see, just looking at cloud patterns up here. You can see pretty, will you make sure this video is showing on there? I think it's showing. Can't really tell.
I can see it on YouTube.
You can see it? Okay. So this is what we're looking at. We got a lot of cloud cover, unfortunately. Even have to go manual focus maybe. But our sun is right up here somewhere. But we're not seeing anything because of all this cloud cover. Calm winds, nothing happening. Just too many clouds in the sky. These are those striations that people were mentioning a minute ago. But we're not getting much of a view of the eclipse. It did pop out for just a minute. Of course, I wasn't fast enough on the trigger to show you what was going on. But
I got a photo of it.
We got. Oh, there you go. So that's what we saw. That's what we saw a few minutes ago. You can kind of see the sun. You get a little bit closer because oh, here we go. There we go. I can get closer to you. Oh, there we go. Oh, now I'm getting like getting your screen effects. Yeah. Phone photo. Pretty cool. So it did show up for just a brief moment, but it is now gone away. So if it comes back again, we'll try to update everybody here. I'll get the camera going again when we get close to totality. We're 8 minutes to totality. And look at now. Originally, I got all these studio lights out, and I was like, why am I getting these studio lights out? It's the middle of the day, but it's a good thing I have them out, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to see me, because it's pretty dark here. Balloon's still tracking, so that's good. We're at 35,000 feet. If somebody wants to do the metric conversion for me. So 35,000 feet in altitude. I'm going to put my Eclipse glasses here.
Are we staying away from that swamp?
We are away from the swamp, but we are pretty consistently still predicting that that we're ending in the trees there. So we can still see. It's not looking great for us when it comes to tree recovery here. Good news is though that we are.
Yeah, 10,660.
Let's see. Let's see. I'm just going to update my map and try to get. We have one more tracker that I think will show up on the map. There's 12. There's 11. Just looking to see. No, we don't have that one on the map, but we have 2 on the map there. We've also got this one here that's got some map data as well. So, and it looks like our friend Mike is receiving down in the Ithaca area. You can see the green line on the map heading down to Mike's receive station. So he is out of commission because of some knee surgery. So I'm sure he would have come help. Or actually, I think he was going to launch his own balloon, but he could not because he got put out of commission because of the knee surgery. So we wish him the best. We're getting down range. It's gonna be close. Can we keep the balloons inside of Totality? That's the big question. We don't know the answer to that. So Totality is, the line of Totality ends right about over Cayuga Lake, right where my mouse cursor is. I think you can see that. Right over Cayuga Lake. So the big lake that we're approaching, that the line of Totality kind of cuts right through here at a almost perpendicular to our flight path line. So we want to make sure the balloons stay on the west side of the lake to be in Totality. And we've got 5 minutes to Totality, so hopefully they don't cross Totality before, I thought everybody was yelling about the sun. Hopefully they don't cross that lake before we get Totality. So yeah, we're, let's see, what are we at now? 12,000 meters. 12,000 meters, which for our Imperial friends is about 38,000 feet. So that's pretty good. We were predicting that Totality would hit when the balloon was at about 50 to 51,000 feet. So that's what we're looking for on the altitude. Is flying over the Army Depot dangerous? It's actually a decommissioned Army Depot. There's still some restricted areas that you can't go in, but it's a decommissioned Army Depot. And in case you weren't around, Overlook Horizon 7 landed in the Army Depot. So flying over it, not such a big deal. Landing in it, much more difficult. So that's actually the bigger concern, is landing in the Army Depot. Let's see. Yeah, so we're no anti-aircraft guns. No, nothing there. I did want to mention, actually, he just reminded me. I got a new patch on the flight suit from our friend. I don't know if you can see it. Probably not. It's a little bit blurry, but it's from the KCI 104th AMS. It's got a picture of a jet and a balloon that is coming apart, and it says "Float around and find out." KCI 104th AMS. So, in case you might know what that's in relation to, they sent me a new patch for my flight suit. So we put that on just for the occasion. Float around and find out. I would like to not find out today. So, look at how dark it is here. We're 3 minutes to Totality. 3 minutes to Totality. It is super dark here. Like almost feels like nighttime. 2 minutes. 2 minutes to Totality.
Turn your lights off.
Turn the lights off? Yeah. I'll turn them off in just a second.
Stand close to that.
I'm the only one that's got light here. Everybody else is freaking out because it's getting pretty dark. So we're going to have to turn the lights off. Actually, we can kill the countdown timer. We don't need this anymore. We'll get rid of that. And yeah, we got 2 minutes to Totality. It is super dark out here. Yeah. After we're done. After I wrap up the live stream, we'll do it. All right, we're getting pretty close. We're 1 minute away. I'm gonna kill the studio lights here by popular demand. There we go. So now you'll be able to see. Well, you might not see how dark it is, but it is pretty dark here. And I'm gonna hang out. I'm gonna kind of hang out a little bit. Here's Totality right now. Here we go. This is...
Listen to the animals. Listen. Listen. Kids, listen.
Oh, oh, it's getting darker. Getting darker. Here we go.
Kids, listen to the animals change.
It's getting super dark here now.
You guys, listen. Listen to the animals change.
Oh, we can hear crickets. The crickets are out. It is dark.
How weird is this?
Look at how dark it is. It is. It's nighttime.
Listen to the crickets.
Look at this. You can see the sky lit up over there. You can see how dark it is out here. It is super dark. We got airplane lights up there. Can't see any stars. Oh, is that that's a drone? Oh, I thought it was an airplane. Yeah. I don't know if you can see it. Probably can't see it, but there is a drone flying up over there. Oh, you can kind of see the green light blinking. Oh, somebody's lighting off fireworks during Totality. That's pretty cool.
If there weren't clouds, aren't you supposed to be able to see the planets and stuff?
Yeah, you'd be able to see, if we didn't have clouds, you'd be able to see the stars. We got about 1 minute of Totality left.
And then it'll start getting bright.
Yep. Hey, this is crazy. This is cool.
You got the 360 horizon.
Yeah,
360 dawn.
360 degree lights up there.
Corey, can we do this again next weekend?
Yeah, I'll work on that. Somebody's lighting fireworks off. We should be ending here in about another 30 seconds or so. Not really much to show you because it is dark.
Clouds open, I'll go back to church every week instead of this Easter
The lights
Christmas.
are lit up, you can tell how dark.
Yeah, I was showing that a little bit. You can kind of see. I got to put it in manual focus because you can't. I try to manual focus so you can kind of see how dark the sky is. Oh, and here come.
We got the ancient Mesopotamians.
Here's the end. You can see it getting lighter. Now we can kind of see the sky lighten back up. Look at this. And now we're
Oh wait, shoot.
coming back. The balloon is
I think we got it. The balloon is Totality.
the balloon's pretty much right at the point where it's exiting Totality right now. So there you go for some planning purposes there. Hopefully that means we got it because we are right at the exit point of Totality. There's some fireworks going off. Birds are coming back out. They're starting to sort it out here. So yeah, what altitude are we at here? We're currently at currently at 47,000 feet, so we're a little bit lower than we want it to be. Yeah, I think positioning-wise, we are inside of Totality. I think it's gonna be really close. That'll be really, really, really close. Our ascent rate. This is a touch bit concerning because Horus Binary is calculating our ascent rate at. Oh no! Now it says 6.68 meters per second. That's what I was expecting. It's more like 6 meters per second. My tracker says 5.5 meters per second, so that's right on the money, right where we wanted to be. I'm gonna turn the studio lights back on so you can see me a little better now. All right. Whoa! Now we're all washed out. Maybe you should turn them down a little bit. Oh, can't reach it. There, we'll do a mix of studio lights. Turn it down just a touch. Okay. That's where we are. Let's see. This might be a long shot, but let's see if we can get live video. Where's my phone? I don't know if this will work, but I'm going to try. All right, so elevation is now, or we got to turn to 90 degrees. Oh no, 99 degrees. It's way over here, and we got to come way down to 16-degree elevation, getting pretty far down range. Might be over the horizon. See if we can kind of search a bit for it. Yeah, we might be too far down range thanks to the good old curvature of the earth. And we got a big hill in front of us here. Where's that? Let me see that compass again here. Let's see, that kind of seems... See if I hold this here. Oh no, 99 seems like it's way over here. Seems like it's all the way over this direction. But we're not getting any video signal, so that might be it for our live video. We tried to get live video, but didn't work out so well. All right, over horizon is on brand. Yeah, there you go. We are over the horizon. Let's see. Oh, get rid of this. We don't need that. Will he stream recovery? Good question. I'm not going to stream recovery. I will probably make a video during recovery, maybe post some updates. I will definitely update our Discord. So if you are if you're a member of our Discord channel, I will most certainly update the Discord channel so that you know what's going on. I don't know what we're in store for when it comes to recovery, because it's going to be a tough one. That is for sure. So we are now. So I'm expecting. We're at 52,000 feet. I'm expecting once we pass 55,000 feet, our landing predictor should automatically. We'll see if it happens. It should generate a skew T graph with all the data that we've collected from this flight. And although it might be off because we didn't start the tracker right away, so it'll be slightly off. But anyway, it'll be cool to see if it works. Landing predictor will should automatically send out a tweet and an update on Facebook once it passes 55,000 feet. So we're waiting on that to see if that goes through. Yeah, we're getting there. 53,000 feet. We're 53,000 feet. We're north of Ithaca, east of Cayuga Lake. About halfway between Auburn and Ithaca.
What altitude are we expected to?
We're expecting to go to about 100,000 feet. So slightly less than originally planned for. And that was so that we could rush the balloon up for Totality. So because in order to rush the balloon up for Totality, try to get it as high as we could for Totality, we put more helium in it. Having more helium in it means that that helium will expand more, put more pressure on the balloon as it gets higher up in the atmosphere, and that means that it will, that balloon will break and it'll come down sooner. 100. I'm hoping we break 100,000, but predictions were like right at 100,000. So if it breaks at 96, 97, 98,000 feet, that wouldn't surprise me. I like if it breaks at 100,000. That's, I don't know. I just like that number better. So.
No. Walk all the way around.
Let's see. Did we get the automatic tweets? We're at what are we at? 54,000. Boom, 55,000. All right. Automatic tweet should come through with the SKU graph and the data that we've collected so far.
Interesting to see a temperature drop up there.
Yeah, we'll see. That actually will be interesting to see if there was a measurable temperature drop that we can notice. Let's see what we got. I don't know if it actually will. Flight in progress, 55,412 feet. That's the current altitude. So we did get an automatic tweet that came out. We should also get the SKU graph coming out. That takes a couple extra seconds to generate. We don't know if that's going to work. That's one of the more difficult things to do on that landing predictor, is to get it to automatically generate a SKU graph and put it out on Twitter for me. We'll see. I'm kind of just refreshing my own Twitter feed to see if it comes through. Flight in progress. That's good. Man, nothing so far. We'll see. See if it comes through. Hopefully it comes through. Getting some of those positioning reports. Well, we don't know if the automatic SKU graph is going to work. Yes, sir.
I don't know that Kelly's going to be coming along.
All right, sorry, I had to mute myself there for a moment. I'm not seeing a SKU graph, so I don't know. Maybe that didn't work out. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to mute myself for a bit just so I can chat with some people. We've been about an hour since we've launched. I've been talking quite a bit, and yeah, just want to make sure that everybody's doing all right. So I'm going to mute this. Unfortunately, oh, that's what I started doing. I'm trying to I'm trying to produce on the fly because let's see.
Yeah. Can we go say hi? Red hoodie and a white hat, like mine. Can we go say hi? Yeah,
Probably should walk.
Let's see if this works. I was trying to show some, or trying to play some music here, but it's not working. That was all courtesy of the issues I had this morning.
place today. Look at the shadow under the car and under his chair,
All right, so here's the plan.
reflecting on his car.
We've got Totality has now ended.
This end.
We're expecting balloon burst here in expecting balloon burst. We still probably got another hour to go for balloon burst. And all right, so I'm going to put this on mute for a little bit. I'll keep the map up, and we'll check back in with you here probably in another half an hour while we see what happens with the balloon. So consider joining the Discord. You can chat it up for a little bit amongst yourselves, and I will return in a few moments. We'll see you in a bit. Okay, hello everybody. We're back for a moment. We took the time to kind of clean up a couple of things and get ourselves situated to go on the chase. As of now, we are sitting at 95,320 feet and still ascending. So we're still in good shape. We're looking good. We're down to -1 degree Fahrenheit. Let's see, we got two balloons here. What's the other one? The other one's saying -9. Back to this one. So 95,992. So we were expecting to get to 100,000 feet. And we're not there yet. We're at 96,000 feet. Waiting for that balloon burst. Expecting that in the next 3 minutes or so is when we're expecting balloon burst. So 3 minutes to go. We should see that balloon start coming down. The plan here on our side for the live stream, I was going to stream all the way to landing and then have a little chat afterwards, but I think I'm going to end this live stream here now, and we will keep things updated as we get a little bit closer to recovery. We'll put out some updates on the Twitter machine and on the Facebooks and all that kind of stuff, or whatever it's called now, X. So we're getting pretty close. We will. I'll just hang out here for a minute. I want to see if we break 100,000 feet. Now up to 97,000 feet. We are still ascending. Oh, my Twitter stream said that it burst, huh? Okay, well, it's wrong. Yeah, I don't know why it... Interesting. I don't know why it tweeted out so early that it burst. It did not burst. We're still going up. So, we will see... We'll see what we get here for an altitude. Now up to 98,000 feet. We're still going, and we're almost there. All right, so hour and a half in, 98,000 feet. Waiting for another update. I want to see when this burst happens. 98,775.
I'm driving.
99,119 feet. We're trying to break 100. Keep in mind, so the onboard computer system records telemetry every 1 second. Obviously, we're not getting 1 second granularity down here on the ground, or it's only transmitting, once every 60 seconds or 2 minutes or so. 99,591. So we're still going up. We'll get an unofficial altitude here shortly, but the official max altitude will come when we collect the system and we can analyze the onboard data. There we go, 100,123 feet. So we did break 100,000. Now the question is, how much further are we going to go? Because now at this point, we kind of want it to come down. We wanted to make 100,000 feet, but now that's good. That's plenty. we're set. Maybe it could come down now. So our prediction, my finite prediction was actually 100,700 feet. That was the actual final prediction I made. So there we go. 100,874 is now what we just hit. So that's over 30 kilometers in altitude. 100,917 we're up to now from the backup tracker.
3.3 times.
It'll take us about 35 to 40 minutes to come back down once that balloon does burst. So balloon burst happens. That's a very violent event. We try to keep the payload really far away from the balloon because the burst itself is very violent. Then it will proceed to come down at about 200 miles an hour for the first 50, 60,000 feet. I mean, it comes screaming down. Then the parachute finally kicks in and it'll actually slow down to a nice gentle 10, 12 miles an hour when it actually lands. So 100,874 is the max that I'm seeing right now. We're waiting for another transmission. These long delays, that could mean that we have a burst. Nope, we're 101,950 now. 101,950, so now we're up to 102,000. So I was thinking maybe sometimes you get a long delay right after burst until the next transmission because the thing's falling and tumbling and the radio transmission doesn't come to us so easily. But nope, we're still going up. About 102,000 feet. There we go, 102,465 now. 102,465. And that landing prediction could not be any more centered in the middle of a whole bunch of trees. That's really going to be an interesting recovery. 102,761 now. Still going up. We're looking for the balloon to actually burst. Come on now. I think we've gone high enough. Ooh, mosquito flying right in my mouth. Let's see, what's the chat have to say? You got the tree climbing gear. We have a bunch of gear to try to get it down. Oh, down to 98,857. So we got a balloon burst. Looks like we hit about 102,000 feet. We're coming down. I think 102,000 was the highest I recorded. So we got a balloon burst. Now we're coming down and we're in descent. 98,857. Let's see how fast it comes down. See how fast it drops this altitude. And then we're going to wrap up the live stream. And we're going to go get it. Chase it down. It's going to take us probably like an hour and 45 minutes, or so, depending on where it lands, hour 45 minutes to get there. So we'll be getting there. What time is it now? 4:15. We'll be getting there around 6 o'clock. Sun sets at 7:45. So hopefully we can get to it and it'll be a nice, easy recovery and we get out of there. Otherwise, I don't know what's in store for us. So we're going to see what's happening. It's now, Framrick says it's now doing 157 miles an hour on the way down. Yep, we're down to 89,000 feet now. So we are screaming down pretty quickly. It definitely gets up there. I mean, it's 150, 200 miles an hour. That's pretty, it's pretty normal for on the way down. So, all right, so now that we saw balloon burst, 102,000 feet, we're going to go on the chase. I'm going to end the live stream right here. And we'll follow up in Discord. You can go to overlookhorizon.com/Discord, and we'll post updates there. I'll also post some updates on Twitter, at OLHZN on Twitter, or Overlook Horizon on Facebook. We'll get some updates going when we can get an idea of what our recovery is going to look like. So I think that's it. Thanks for hanging out for the live stream. Thanks for dealing with some of the streaming issues we had. It was a fun total eclipse, a fun launch. And now the hard parts. We've got to recover it. So that's going to do it here from me. My name's Tori. This is Overlook Horizon. I'll see you on the next video. Have a good day, guys. See you later. Bye.
Mhm.